Hello, everyone. The We Need You Now episodes are a quick call out for all of us to step forward when direct and immediate action is needed for someone struggling in our community. It's a call to action. The episodes are typically less than 15 minutes, being short and to the point, just enough to let all of us know the situation and what is needed. We hope to build a network of like-minded folks who want to get involved and help their neighbors in times of need. We believe this is what a healthy community looks like. In this episode, you'll hear from Daniel.
First, I gotta say, it's really nice meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you too, sir.
It's easy to see you're a good man, like right off the bat. So I'm really happy that I'm getting to know you.
Cool. I'm glad that whoever it was, I don't even remember his name, that gave me the phone to talk to you.
Yeah, I think Robert.
Robert. Yeah. Ooh.
So, Daniel, can
Yeah.
you first tell us who you are?
My name is Daniel Sahagan.
Daniel and his partner Nicole, along with their 18-month-old son, had been living in a HEN-provided apartment in the University District in Seattle. HEN stands for Housing and Essential Needs. The funding for their housing was stopped, and as of last Monday, they had to move out. Daniel and Nicole were stressed, to say the least, and unfortunately got into an argument that had them splitting up. They had been together for 5 years. Daniel is crushed. He loves her greatly. Along with his partner being gone, Daniel and his son are now homeless. For the last week, without a bed, they have been couch surfing and staying in open all-night restaurants. Last night, they stayed in a tent. In addition to caring for his son, Daniel has spent the week calling and visiting service providers looking for housing. With no disrespect to the nonprofits, Mary's Place, Reach, and others, they have been unable to find him shelter. Just so you know a little bit about Daniel, he's had a hard life. For most of it, while living in California, it included drugs, gangs, and jail. When he found out his partner was pregnant, he knew instantly he had to change his life. For him, it all came together when his son was born. When he cut the umbilical cord, he decided to quit all drugs and vowed to make something of himself, to give his son an example of a better life. A year and a half later, he is still making good on that promise.
I've been in Washington State since 2016. Been homeless since 2017, and that's pretty much.
Where'd you grow up?
California, Orange County.
Nice. And
Yeah.
how come you came to Seattle?
Oh, my mom, because my mom lives out here.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much I was taking care of her, but my mom had a heart aneurysm, and it stopped the oxygen in her brain, so she kind of like went into a coma for a
Yeah.
while, and after she got out of the coma, she's slowly getting better and better and better, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's doing good now.
Yeah,
or
she's
better at least.
Yeah, she lives with my uncle in Bonnie Lake and stuff, so it's
Okay.
all good.
Yeah. So, also I'm going to say to the recording here that Daniel's not only juggling the interview, he's juggling his 18-month-old child.
Come here.
A boy.
Yeah. Yes, I am. Alexander. Come on, boy.
So, how was your childhood?
We're constantly moving from like motel.
Your mom and dad?
No dad, just mom. Mom took care of me. Yeah, she was a cocktail waitress, bartender. She did everything she could to struggle with being a single mother.
Yeah.
Because she left my real dad because he used to beat her and hit her and stuff like that. So she got smart and got
So
back to
domestic violence. And
Yeah.
you saw that growing up?
No, I was like 10 months old when she left, so I don't remember it.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 44.
44. Did you have a job when you were in California?
No job, no.
So,
I was incarcerated and stuff for drugs and for sales of drugs and possession of drugs.
Okay.
I did most of when I lived in California since I was juvenile and up. I was going in and out of juvenile hall and going to prison when I got older, and I just pretty much was doing bad, awful. You know, I thought that was the lifestyle, like the revolving door thing.
yeah.
And then I met somebody, which is his mom, and she showed me how to live life out here in the real world, like how to enjoy things.
Yeah.
Don't take, and I appreciate
More
her.
of a straight and narrow path.
Yeah, and I appreciate her more than anything in the world, but for showing me
Yeah.
what I can do with myself, and she believed in me, thinking I could become a better man.
I asked Daniel what he thought contributed to his path towards drugs and gangs.
Pretty much is because when I was younger, the older crowd, I thought that was cool. They had the tattoos and they were cool and they were gang members, and it was just, I thought that was cool, and I wanted to do that. And then when that comes, it comes with things that you do will get you in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like stupid decisions that you make as a youngster, and then it just, once you're in the system, it's pretty much,
It just
it's a
starts
wrap.
stacking up.
Yeah, and then it starts becoming a norm to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once you get that out of your head, then you can probably most likely get your head out of that norm
Yeah.
and become a new norm.
Daniel's girlfriend's name is Nicole. I asked him how they met and what happened.
I met Nicole in 2018, and she showed me that she was gonna be. She said she's come and pick me up from the gate from jail every time I got in and out, and then she would just take my phone calls. Like, she wanted to show me that, like, she's not going anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
She used to have a house, and she used to have car payment, mortgage. And she taught me how to all that stuff too, car payment, insurance, and what things I needed to know about in life.
Learn the ropes.
We learned the ropes, yeah. She ended up being pregnant with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had him November 27th of 2021. And
He's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
He just smiles the whole time.
Thank you. Yeah, so when we were living in her car, and we found out she was pregnant. That's when I quit doing everything. Like, I just told her, look, I'm done. I'm not
And
doing
when you
it.
say by everything, you mean drugs?
Yeah,
and,
drugs
and crime, or
drugs, crime, everything.
yeah.
So I bit tooth and nail. I bit down on my tongue, and it's hard when you're a man. It's hard for a man not to provide for his loved one or for whoever's with him. You know, for me it is. I don't know about anybody else, but for me it is. And so being sober and not being able to hustle, as I like to say, was hard. But I did it because that's all I know is how to hustle.
Yeah. And are you still clean?
Yes.
Fucking.
It's hard, but I'm clean. But it's hard.
I'm
but
proud of you, man.
It's just one day at a time, though. That's why
Yeah.
I look at it.
But
Huh,
I
bud?
can see it in your face and
Yeah.
the way you hold your son.
Yeah,
That's
I
really
love my
beautiful.
boy. This is my world right here.
Yeah. So tell me what happened with Nicole that went south, because
We just
sounds like she was a really positive force in your life.
I don't know. I can't call it because I'm not her, but I know for my fact is like I will still take her in. I love her, and I'll still take her in and everything. But she just wasn't ready for having. She never wanted kids. She never wanted the whole family thing. She just wanted to just go road tripping. Like, we went to Utah. She took me to Utah. She took me to Powell Lake. She wanted to experience life still.
She's an explorer. And
Yeah. And she's young. She's 30. She's 38 now, so she's young.
Does she have full-time work?
No, she didn't have full-time work. No, she used to work at Safeway for 10 years, and she was a deli manager. Well, that place did her dirty, and she just was like not having it. So
Yeah. So basically, she said, "Hey, I can't do this kid thing anymore. You take him, or
what happened was, okay, so the end of this month of April came up, and we had to be out of our apartment. Okay, and the part of the agreement was, if we get everything out of the apartment, they'll give us each $1,000 and a good reference saying that to get us out of our lease, because our lease was up, but they made us sign another lease, and we're due month to month.
I see."
Yeah.
And how did you have the apartment? You both aren't working.
No, we have HEN.
You're on the HEN program.
Yeah, we were I got her on the HEN program. I showed her how. What do you want my hat for? Yeah, we were. Are you done?
You got the hat?
Are you done?
You got the hat? You want to put it on me?
Nah.
Oh,
There you go.
thank you.
Got
You
long hair. huh?
smiley boy.
Yes.
So let's see. So they basically they want to buy you out of your lease,
Yeah, so they did.
and they gave you $1,000 each.
No, they haven't given us nothing yet. They haven't given me nothing yet. That's why I'm still here at these apartments.
And that's just a friends that you're crashing, couch
yeah,
surfing.
Yeah, couch surfing. I've been couch surfing because I can't have an 18-month-old on the street all night. It's not gonna happen. There's a little Mexican restaurant right here down here that I'll take him. They're open 24 hours and they don't mind me sitting there and
They'll
just,
let you crash there,
yeah, I'm not gonna crash. I mean, but
but all night they're open.
I'll
all
watch
night.
him stay warm and then I'll stay up. You know.
Yeah. So Daniel, one question I have right off is, You've been in Hen for a while. Do you have a disability, or what? Why are you in Hen?
Oh, because I have like from over the years of drug use and of and other things, and of being in prison, I have a lot of post-traumatic stress because I don't like to be around big crowds.
Daniel wants to work, but due to his PTSD, he has not found the right fit that would allow him to avoid crowds and the resulting anxiety. His criminal record also makes it extremely hard to find employment. And on top of that, he has a back injury due to a car accident that happened years ago. When his son was born, the disability payments he was getting were replaced with TANF, which stands for Temporary Assistance to Needy Families. Problem is, the assistance is not enough to pay the rent. When the lease on their apartment ran out and they needed to vacate, the management company offered them $1,000 each if they moved out on time. Daniel has yet to receive that money, and he doesn't think Nicole has either.
So we're out. We're moved out. We're moved out, right? And it's Monday. Okay, it's the 1st, and we ain't got nowhere to go. And I know I have every once a week free stay at the Tulalip. So I said, okay,
Tulalip?
yeah, Tulalip. They give me a free stay once a week, and a play. So I told them I made a reservation. So there we go. There's our room for a Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, till Tuesday, and then Tuesday So my plan was to come back here at the apartments and go get my check. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Stay that way with the check. We can go get a motel and we can do all the errands that we can. Because she owns a car, so we can do our errands and go to the basic offices that we need to try to get a roof over our head.
Yeah. All the services.
Yeah. Well, doing that $600, like I said, the $600 we get from for benefits. Came up missing out of the ATM. When she went to go to the ATM, the money came up. It was gone. She turned around and blamed me for it. And I was like, I didn't take your money.
The theft of benefits that Daniel spoke about is a known occurrence in the homeless community. Daniel filed a police report, but none of that will help him at this time.
The things that we went through, when we went, we got clean and sober. We did it. Then we relapsed, but then we got clean and sober again. It's like, and we went through the mud, and then we got out of it together. Been through the mud, got out of it together. Yeah. We always seem to conquer when we're at their lowest, and I just don't. It's just maybe it's just
maybe it's not over, man.
I don't know. I don't know what the right words to say to her. I don't know.
Yeah.
And she says, just listen to her. Just listen. That's all she wants me to do is listen.
Yeah.
And
that sounds right. And also, you didn't ask for advice, but
yeah, I know.
I would say, keep loving your son.
Oh yeah,
the
of course.
best you can.
He's first.
Yeah, and if it's meant to be, it is going to come around, right? Because that is the most beautiful thing you can do.
Actually.
And which you're doing.
Exactly.
So right now you guys haven't talked.
No, we haven't talked
since she left.
No, we haven't talked. No, we emailed once, and she wanted to come see him, and I said no problem. 3:00, in front of our apartments, and no show.
Does she do drugs?
No, she doesn't do drugs no more. She's clean. She's clean and sober. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right. First of all, Daniel, thank you for sharing that quick snapshot.
Yeah.
But so now, since you've got your son, tell me about the services you've looked for. Because when I listened to you talk earlier, I got to say, with an 18-month-old son, you seem like you would be. You would be tripping into like all of the vulnerable kind of classifications of saying, we got to get this man help.
Right.
And so tell me what's happened in this week.
Okay, so when I went to go get TANF replaced for our son and be in charge of that so I can get that, because I don't have access to the card, but now I do, because now he's on my TANF and everything. So that's one of them. So the resources was TANF, and TANF is the money and food stamps boost up to $500, and your cash goes up to $600.
Yeah.
So okay, cool, let's do it. All right. So okay, I'm still homeless. So what are we gonna do about that? Well, all my benefits don't come kicking in until June 1st because we already got our benefits for this month. Well, my benefits got stolen.
So now, talk about housing. So here you want to, basically your only goal right now is you need a roof over your head for your child.
Right. Hopefully that I get to Section 8 and get a house, because at Section 8 you get a house and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
and I want my son to grow up in a house and go to school out here. I'm not gonna go back to California, because in California he's gonna either grow up to become a gang member in prison, or most likely just.
Yeah.
I'm
not
not
going anywhere.
So that's not going. Up here in Washington State, you guys have good schools. It's a lot more slower. It's just easier up here to deal with the child than it is down there, because you guys have gangs, but there's not gangs.
Yeah.
They're not compared to
We don't know what gangs are.
Yeah, you guys have no idea what gangs are. So I'm supposed to be getting food, and by June now, and my food stamps. What good does that do me for right now? You know. I just want to get things done correctly. This is the first son. This is the first child I was actually seen born.
Yeah.
Snipped his umbilical cord. Been there for him every day, and it's to not have a roof over his head is just killing me. It's killing me, and I know I can get all that stuff if I went back to my old life. You know what I mean? But I can also not get it and lose 2 lives, myself and his, by me going to jail. Being in this situation is not easy, but at the same time, but hold on, baby, woo, woo, woo. But hold on, baby, please. Being in this situation is not easy. Yeah. Here, son, I got an idea for you. Here, watch this. Mwah. We want to throw fit? I want to throw kisses fit. So being in this situation is not easy, but if I can just keep myself on the straight line and not take the narrow road, I'll be all right, and he'll be all right. But once I take that narrow road, I already know that it's not going to be easy, but it's not going to be hard neither.
Yeah.
Okay. Come here, boy. I just gotta get it done. You know what I mean? And They told me not to.
At this point in our talk, Daniel ran off chasing after his son in the park. Daniel is holding it together, but just barely. He is grieving the loss of his partner, caring for his 18-month-old son, and looking to have their basic needs met, all while living homeless. As he said, he could take care of those needs by going back to what he knows, a life of hustling on the street, one that will eventually land him back in jail. He knows he doesn't want that for himself or his son. This is where we all can jump in to help him through this difficult time. You Know Me Now would like to raise funds for a 1-week hotel stay while Daniel secures housing. You can Venmo funds to @YouKnowMeNow. Please list Daniel in your donation. We have included a direct link in the show notes. No funds will be used by You Know Me Now. If, for whatever reason, Daniel does not use all the funds, they will go to someone else struggling with homelessness. You Know Me Now is produced, written, and edited by Tomas Bernatsky and me, Rex Holbein. We would like to thank Daniel for taking the time to speak with us. You Know Me Now has a Facebook and Instagram page where you can join in on the conversation. We also have a website at www.youknowmenow.com where you can see photos of Daniel and his son. We also have stories of other folks we feel you should get to know. A heartfelt thank you for listening.